right, so I wanted to go over the different question types that Schoology has available to us in the test quiz assessment option. So if I add question, these are the different types of questions that I can have in my quiz. So true and false can be a traditional true or false, or it could say whatever you would like it to. Let's say you wanted to have it be a yes or a no style of question. It could be whatever you want it to be. You would type in your question here, okay, and then your responses, and then you would select the correct answer. So this is true and false. Okay, we have also multiple choice. Multiple choice would be anything like an A, B, C, D, E, how many ever question choices you would like. You would write your question up in the dialog box. And then this would be choice 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can reorder the choices if you would like. You would also click here to say what the correct answer would be. You can add more choices if you would like. So let's say you want it to be multiple choices. So I can add. There would be the 6 more choices that I had added to my multiple choice. Or you can have only maybe 3 choices. You can randomize your choices. This would be where you would have each quiz that the kids would take would have randomized choices so that their choices wouldn't match up to the other kids sitting next to them. You can also make it be a timed question, and you can also have it be grading. You can also align your quiz questions to a specific standard if you would like. Let's go ahead and go here. If you have too many, you can always delete them out if you would like by removing your blanks. Okay. You can also have your rich text editor. Again, if you have any kind of special symbols or if you have any special kind of equation that you want them to pick from, this is where you would edit those equations at. All right, ordering. So when I click ordering, I would again write my test question here, and these are the items that I would want them to order. And then you would select the correct answers. Again, you can either add items for them to order, or you can remove those blanks for them to order. You can allow for partial credit. So let's say that they have 4 items and they ordered 2 of them correctly and missed 2 of them. You can give partial credit if you would like. You can also make it a timed question. This is how many points each one of those questions would be worth, and you can align them to a standard. Okay. Short answer essay question. This is where they would provide that short answer or an essay. I would allow my kids to have that rich text answers, and again, that would allow them to put in any kind of equation or formula that I would like. You can also have them that they can video themselves or that they can record themselves. And you can also have a character limit if you would like. Short answer, they give you kind of descriptions over beside of them of what you would like, or if it's an essay question. How many points that question will be worth, and if you have a rubric that you want them to see what your expectations are for those short answers. And then you can also align that to a standard. All right, a fill in the blank question. Biggest thing about filling in the blank is wherever you want a blank, you have to type in an underscore. So if I want a blank there, okay, I would type in an underscore. And then that would allow me to have my answer or my blank there, and I would give what that answer is. Okay, and I can allow for partial credit or no partial credit. You can provide a word bank if you would like, which is a nice accommodation for some of our IEP kiddos or 504 kiddos. And again, you can also have your grading here. You can time it if you would like and align it to a standard. So I'm actually going to create this question just so you can see in a preview what that format would look like. So I'm going to go down to question 3. There's my blank for that underscore, and this is what it would look like. All right, and then we have matching. So when I click on matching, I would give the instructions for the question here. This would be the question type and the answer that I would want them to match to. Okay, question type and answer. I can reorder these if I would like. Again, I can add question and answer blanks, or I can remove them. And I can also add partial credit, and I can say whether or not this is subjective or not, and the grading points as well. And I can also align this to a standard as well. Okay, I put in an example of each type of question that I just went over, and I'm going to show you what those previews look like. So this is going to be the example of a true or false, and you can click true or false. This would be an example of a multiple choice, okay, and you can click the correct answer. Alphabetize the letters. This is an ordering style, so I would have to then reorder these, okay? And whenever the students would take them, they would then be able to manipulate these and move them. This is a short answer, this is an essay, so I would type in what my name is. Today's date, I allowed this to have a word bank. I typed this in, so I can then type in what today's date is. Today is the 1st of July. This is going to be a matching, so I can match in the number with the date. So that would be July, and then this would be June. Okay, and this is what the kids would do. So then I can review my answers, and this is what they would see, and I can submit if I would like. Okay, that's again in preview. So if I want to edit any of my questions, I would go back to my resources and my breadcrumbs, click on the gear button and edit questions, and there I can edit my questions again.